Some brawlers were strong on release, and then they were these monsters. Brawlers so broken that the entire lobby turned into the exact same character. If you didn't have them, you lost. If you did have them, the game is basically an easy mode. And the craziest part, some of these brawlers were so overpowered that Supercell had to emergency nerf them just days after a release. And they were still broken. So today we're going through the most broken brawlers ever released in the Brawl Stars history. And trust me, the last one generally felt illegal. Let's start with one of the OG nightmares of Brawl Stars, Leon. Released in December of 2018, around the global launch, and honestly, I don't think people today understand how terrifying this little kid was. Back then, the game was way simpler. Fewer brawlers, fewer counters, less damage and less mobility. And then Supercell dropped a legendary assassin that could literally disappear from existence. Sounds balanced, right? Because Leon's invisibility was completely insane on release. Today, when Leon attacks during his super, he instantly becomes visible. But back then, Leon was a bit different. He got a nerf about 2 days after his release. Leon is now visible to enemies within 4 tiles of him. If Leon is invisible, Leon could literally be in front of your eyes during his super, and you wouldn't even know he is there. And then he got another nerf. He got his super reduce the duration by 2 seconds. His super used to be 10 seconds long. That tells you everything you need to know, because normally Supercell lets brawlers stay strong on release for a little while, but Leon, nah, he was deleting the game. And honestly, if release Leon exists today with hypercharges, I generally think ranked would collapse. Now, if Leon was hard to get, Rosa was exact opposite, and that made things so much worse, because Rosa wasn't legendary, she was rare. Everybody had a Rosa, which meant every single match turned into a jungle simulator basically. Let me explain how absurd released Rosa actually was. Her super directed 80% of incoming damage. 80%. That means if somebody dealt 10,000 damage to Rosa, she only took 2,000. And her super lasts 6 seconds. You could literally walk straight into the entire team, punch everybody in the face, recharge your super instantly, and then do it again. There was barely any downtime. And since there were way fewer anti-tank brawlers back then, nobody could stop her. No Colette, no Classy, no Otis, no insane tank counters. Most brawlers just accept death the moment Rosa activates her yellow button. And the scariest part, this wasn't some legendary almost nobody owned. Oh, Rosa is a broken when the ladder becomes Rosa, some Shelly trying her best, and then another Rosa. Supercell had to nerf her almost immediately by reducing both the shield duration and the shield incoming damage. But honestly, released Rosa might be still one of the strongest tanks this game has ever seen.
Wait, sorry to bother you, but I'm officially announcing my first giveaway. Yeah, basically all you need to do is to check my IG page. Every information is on there. Basically, we'll do 10 quick draw Edgars, but you can still participate if you already had that skin. Also, guys, please subscribe. Just look at this graph. Let's get back into the video.
Chromatic brawlers were something else, and Surge might be the perfect example. Now, statistically, Surge was already strong, but what truly made him broken were bugs. One bug allowed Surge to instantly jump to stage 3 with basically no super. And if you remember old Surge stage 3, yeah, it was basically sniper rifle with steroids. Suddenly he had a range, speed, split shoots, mobility, basically everything. But even after fixing bugs, there was still one thing that made Surge unbearable: his gadget. teleport instantly through walls. No decay, no warring, no reaction time. You'd just be chilling over the corner thinking you're safe, and Surge would appear in front of your face like horror movie villain. And the gadget alone made him one of the most frustrating brawlers in the game. So Surge basically ignored positioning entirely. And if brawler ignores positioning in Brawl Stars, it's usually a bad sign. Amber was not a brawler. I still remember people unlocking her instantly pushing trophies without even trying, because aiming didn't even matter. You basically hold down the red button and melt everything alive. And Supercell clearly realized how broken she was 1 week after a release. Amber received 4 nerfs at once: health nerf, damage nerf, supercharge nerf, and super damage nerf. 4 in just one update, and somehow she was still dominating. So 2 weeks later, more nerfs appeared. Movement speed reduced, damage reduced again. That's how insane released Amber was. Honestly, if you unlock her back then, you basically skip skill entirely. Just hold attack and watch the lobby burn. Okay, now we're entering the
dangerous territory.
because Lawrie and Lawrie might genuinely be the biggest balancing disaster in Brawl Stars history. And the timing made it even worse, because this was during the early access era, meaning people could literally pay the money to access the strongest brawler in the game before everyone else. And what they did get for their money? Absolute chaos. Lawrie did insane damage, Lawrie was impossible to kill, their star powers were broken, their supercharged ridiculously fast, everything about them was unfair. And then comes the funniest part. 2 weeks after release, Supercell hit them with the 6 nerfs at once. Health reduced, damage reduced, supercharge rate reduced, star powers nerf, Lawrie nerf, everything was nerfed. And guess what? They were still on top tier. That's how ridiculous they were. So Supercell nerfed them again and again. In just around 2 months, Lawrie and Lawrie received 12 nerfs. 12! I genuinely don't think any brawler comes close. Imagine getting nerfed 12 times and still being playable. It's terrifying. Now, if Lawrie and Lawrie were broken, Kit was broken and bugged, which is honestly the scariest combination possible, because Kit already had a toxic design, a support assassin hybrid that jumps into enemies and sticks to teammates. That alone sounded dangerous, but on release, everything about him was glitched. Kit could chain supers forever, and for some reason, he had moments where he basically ignored damage entirely. You could finally catch the stupid cat and he just wouldn't die. Also, remember his star power in Showdown? That one that double power cubes? Yeah, that thing turned Kit into actual raid boss, especially in solo showdown. A single fed Kit could literally jump from player to player endlessly. And because of all the bugs, sometimes there genuinely wasn't counterplay. You just watched your screen and prayed. Honestly, Kit was one of the few brawlers there were players who weren't even mad anymore. People were just confused. Nobody understood what's happening, including probably Supercell themselves. Nowadays, players immediately expect new brawlers to be overpowered. It's kinda scary, because sometimes it feels like the strongest strategy in Brawl Stars isn't skill anymore. It's just who unlocked the new brawler first. And don't get me wrong, broken worlds are fun for like 2 days, and suddenly every match becomes exactly the same thing. Same brawler, same comp, same strategy. That is also part of what makes Brawl Stars history so memorable. Everyone remembers where they were doing a Rosa release. Everyone remembers getting destroyed by Leon. Everyone remembers the Lawrie and Lawrie during ranked. And somehow, every single year Supercell manages to create another one. So now I wanna know, what do you think was the most broken brawler ever released.